to Witnet Sprint Review number 42 at and I'm very happy to say that this is, my friends, the last sprint review before the Witnet mainnet launch and the Genesis event, which is scheduled for October 14th. So the days will be quite intense and hectic for the Witnet team and for everyone else in the community. So without any further ado, let's start. First with a community update, where Thomas will be explaining what to expect from here to mainnet on the community side, and then with the development update, where presenting the work of the last 3 weeks, as because of the 9.3b network reboot, this sprint took 3 weeks instead of only.
Aiden, the micro is not sound well, I think. Sorry.
You cannot hear me correctly. Like
it's like underwater sound sometimes.
Oh. Okay, I will go. What do you say?
More or less the same, I think.
Okay, so as usual, you can go to SLI.
Also Sanchez?
Also Sanchez.
Yeah, could be the music or something like that.
Let me remember. Let's try now.
Now it's okay, I think. Sanchez?
I did. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Not properly.
Super low.
How about now? Okay.
Whoa.
Now we
Hello?
can hear Adan.
Yeah. We can hear you.
Great. Okay. So as per usual, you can go to slide.do and use the event code Witnet47 in order to vote, in order to see the questions and add questions for the end of the sprint review. So as far as community and outreach go this week, this sprint, the Gitcoin bug bounty is now live and has been publicized across the Gitcoin networks. This will continue for 3 months after mainnet. And you can join regardless of whether you're on the testnet incentive program. So this is separate from the testnet incentive program. If you're part of the testnet incentive program, you can also join, of course. We're also looking for UX testers for Shaker, our desktop app. So we have a card on Trello, which is linked in the slides. And yeah, we're looking for UX testers for Linux and Mac and Windows as well, but in the next few weeks rather than imminently. And yeah, or reach out to me on Telegram at Thomas Witnet if you're interested in participating, and we can put you down on the list. So from phase 2, obviously the biggest thing is that the node operator testnet program is now completed. So there are 124,709 blocks eligible, mined over the entire block counting period over the last 2 or 3 months. KYC and node claiming for node operators closed 2 days ago, and 90% of the blocks have been claimed at this time. We're also still troubleshooting over the next few days, so that number might go up slightly, and we'll publicize a scoreboard and final numbers, including block reward per eligible block in the coming week. From the contributions and bug bounty side of the program, of the testnet program, this will remain open in the coming months. So KYC will reopen for anybody that hasn't already completed a KYC in the coming week, and that will remain open. You can see all of the ways to contribute on that link, which is testnet.witnet.io/contribute.
So, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. On the development side, the goals were the following: fixing the testnet, which was having issues with the new mechanisms that we implemented, and also releasing the new tech that fixed the issues that we were having, and we named this the one after the last one because we were hoping not to have to do the release before mainnet, but eventually we had to. And in Sheikah, finishing the claiming process, which is in the coming days. We will explain more, but basically it's the process for collecting all of your rewards and for ensuring that everyone that that will be allocated many tokens on the token and the Genesis block will claim their tokens into a single set of addresses that they will be able to manage through the Sheikah wallet application. We also wanted to implement an auto updater on Sheikah just in case we need to do quick releases for updating Sheikah, and support also wallet notifications. In the wallet side, which is the backend to Sheikah, basically supporting chain reorganizations, which is a new feature of the last releases of the protocol, and implementing different balances, like telling apart whether some amount of tokens is pending or is already confirmed.
Our goal for this sprint in Sheikah was improve the claiming process and add the last touches for it. We have had the final copies for the flow. We also adapted the UI according to the new structure of the claiming file that the user will upload to Sheikah. And we also adjust how many weights are allocated in each address during the claiming process. And well, finally, in this regarding this, we also test the claiming files and the scripts, and we also update how the disclaimers are signed. We also, in Sheikah in general, we also implement an auto-update feature to ensure users always have the latest version of Sheikah, and improve the weight amount readability, fix validation errors if the user have enough balance to send a value transfer transactions, and add information such as the epoch or the time lock status to the transaction details.
Okay, in the node, we were mainly focused solving the bugs found in the testnet 093. Summing up, there was an error persisting block to storage while the node was syncing. It also produced that the new nodes that connect with us and require that blocks, we let them stop it, waiting for something that we cannot send. And yeah, another error was in the creation of the superblock signing committee. It was a bug in the size calculation that produced that each node could produce a different superblock and reverting the chain when not achieving a consensus by the network. We also add a new parameter in configuration that allowed limiting the number of blocks during synchronization. That it was by default in 500. That is the synchronization process in computer with limited resources. And yeah, finally, we deployed the testnet 093B, the one after the last one. So we will see in mainnet.
Okay, and regarding the wallet component, this sprint we did a lot of work compared to previous sprints. We included the changes that we started in the previous sprint regarding the new consensus algorithm based on superblocks, which include the following changes in the wallet. One of them was to keep track of the confirmed block transactions that are being confirmed by superblocks, obviously. Then we had to update part of the synchronization process, making some blocks, marking some blocks as confirmed and others as unconfirmed, depending on the block timestamp. And also, of course, we have to handle some chain reorganizations, meaning being able to restore the state of the wallet to the last confirmed superblock state. Additionally, we also implemented some different balances, now taking into account the amount of the funds that are available or time lock, and also take into account if those funds link to transactions, if these transactions have been confirmed or not by a superblock. And besides, we also did other things like, for example, adding support of the time lock in the sense of value transfer transactions, and also keeping track those transactions that are sent by the client, for example, Sheikah, to the wallet, so that they are returned when a client asks or query all the transactions of the wallet. And finally, we have also under review a fix we did, some changes we did to add support to Windows. And we have another fix that is related to updating a data request result when its tally transaction is received by the wallet. And yep, that's for the wallet. And as a sprint summary, it's important to say that it was an unusual sprint because it's the last one before the Genesis event. It was also a 3 weeks sprint, and one of the main challenges was that it was really difficult to have accurate estimations of the work to be done. As Adam mentioned, the main goal was to fix one of the testnet and deploy a new one. In Sheikah, it was also to fine-tune the whole complete clearing process. And for the wallet was just to be ready for all the changes of the nodes and to be able to implement and support some missing features facing Sheikah. Summing up, we managed to finish all the estimated user story points that we estimated at the beginning of the sprint. We have only one issue that's in progress, but will be under review in the next couple of hours. That is regarding the review of all the scripts of the cleaning process. But however, it's really worth mentioning that during the sprint, we did something that is not usual. That was to work in many issues that were not estimated, and they are not reflected or included, for example, in this burn down chart. So that's one of the reasons why we have many pull requests open in the Witnet Node repository. But we are in really good shape. So really, congrats to the whole team to the good effort.
I don't think we have a demo this time.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Sorry. This slide really.
It's from the previous sprint. Yeah. I think we forgot to remove it. Sorry for that.
Sorry for that. So it's totally time for questions and answers. Let me bring the questions to the front. Remember that you can send your questions at slido.com with the Witnet 47 event. So next roadmap. Okay, as everyone knows, the mainnet is scheduled for being bootstrapped on the October 14th. It's only 11 days to that date, I think. 12 days. 12 days. In the days from here to that date, there will be a number of important milestones that need to be completed from the side of the Witnet Foundation and from the community. As soon as next Monday, we will be sending instructions to everyone who will be getting some tokens assigned in the Genesis event, in the Genesis block of the blockchain, the first block in the blockchain. And in these instructions, we will explain how to do the token claiming process, which is done through the Sheikah wallet app. And the process is super simple. We will also publish a video with like a walkthrough on how to complete the process. And this is important to making sure that we have all the information that we need to actually build the Genesis block and publish the Genesis block as soon as possible for everyone to use for the Genesis event, for the launching of the launch of the Witnet mainnet. And the process is, it's a super simple wizard, like a form with multiple steps. It takes less than 10 minutes to complete it. And basically you will receive a file, which is your participation proof, that will be sent through email to everyone who is entitled to get some tokens. And you need to import this file into Sheikah, into the Sheikah wallet app, which will be available in the over the coming days for download from the Witnet website and from the Sheikah website. We will provide the link. And once you import this file, you will see how many tokens you are going to get assigned, and you will need to save some seed phrase as a backup for your token, just as you do in any wallet software with any other blockchain. And finally, you will need to set a password, and you will get a receipt for the claiming process. Right now, you would need to send that file, that receipt to us through probably through a form, but we are trying to change it so that it's sent automatically to us from Sheikah. So that's not 100% sure, but we will try to make it as simple as possible, so that there's no chance for messing up or anything, so that you can have a confirmation for your tokens as soon as possible. And yeah, everything is on track for mainnet release. In that sense, we are only very tight in time in terms of the claiming process, because not only the participants in the testnet incentive program need to go through this process, also for like people who participated in the original Republic sale and other other reasons for allocation, like the employees, the founders, and so on. Everyone needs to go through the same process, so that we have a uniform way to validate all the allocations, and so that we can build the Genesis block in a way that we know that exactly a certain amount of tokens is being created, and so on, which is the 30% of the total supply of the WIT token ever existing. When will I know how many mainnet WITs will I receive after the testnet incentive program? As Thomas said, we are finalizing work on producing a scoreboard, basically a list of how many tokens will each WIT ID get. But we are having some problems with some of the claim files that we have received, because they are compressed in some weird format, or they have some kind of issue, and until we are now trying to fix those files and to collect those files again from the people that send them in some incorrect way or whatever. And as soon as we have fixed those issues, we can get the final scoreboard and publish it, and that will be happening from by Monday, let's say, over the weekend. Are only the node operator WITs distributed at Genesis, not the other non-contributor WITs? If so, how will the other contributor WITs be distributed? Actually, all the no, every yeah, not only. So the answer, the short answer is no. Not only the node operators which will be distributed at Genesis, we have also included the ones for other contributions that have been proven and that have been submitted by last night, let's say, by deadline for the node operator part and so on. So everything will be there. Then for any further contributions that will happen after that date, or that will happen over the coming days, weeks, or after the token genesis event, the mechanism will be different. There will be a different way to claim those tokens, and you will receive those tokens through a transaction on the actual mainnet from the Witnet Foundation. Okay, I think that was the last question. So time for the memes.
It's for you, Dan.
What happened? What happened with Fulano? Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, you know, time for the Joker, which is the one that my team seem to enjoy the most of the sprint review. So basically, in the last consensus mechanism, for producing the super blocks, it is important that for the first epochs, the super blocks can only be produced by a trusted set of nodes, so that you build like basically like honest majority in the beginning. Then it can become totally decentralized, which is something that happens after, I think, 24 hours or so. But for the last testnet, we used this set of 3 trusted nodes, which were these with addresses that started that looked like those that you're seeing in the meme: Fulano, Mengano, and Sutano, which is basically a Spanish joke, and it basically means like John Doe, when you don't like, when you're speaking about someone that you don't know his name, or you don't know you don't want to mention the name, you say these like placeholder names. And I was running a node. I was running the node that used the Fulano identity, and for some reason I lost my connection, and my node was not submitting the signatures to the rest of the network. So for a few hours, there were no super blocks, and the network sort of halted, which is perfect because it's something that we needed to test. What happens if a significant part of the block of the super block signing committee disappears from the network? Because after some time, the network needs to scale down the requirements for the size of the committee, or how many signers inside the committee need to sign. Like that requirement, that threshold needs to go down, and we tested that. So yeah, there are many memes about it. Okay, these are the community sprint memes.
Another for you, and a GIF meme.
Yeah, this time we got an animated GIF. Wow, that's a lot of work. Okay, time to vote, I think. The link for voting is bit.ly /Witnet47. I will try to vote now. Maybe if I can. Okay. Thomas will be announcing the winner in half a minute. Dr. CPU said that some people in the developer team had the same meme ideas as he did. Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like number 6 is the winner, which I do believe is Dr. CPU actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Congrats.
Yeah, congratulations, Dr. CPU. Yeah, I'll send you the 800.
Are you sure?
Are you sure it's number 6?
I think it's number 9.
Yes.
Why?
Why?
50% of the votes.
50%, yeah, I see.
Oh, can you see the results?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me double check.
Yeah. Yeah, it's number 9.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
checked
all
it.
right. Okay, guys, that was my bad. Yeah,
I will share it.
yeah. So number 9, which
Yeah, here it's the
GIF.
yeah, the GIF. Great.
it's number 9.
Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. My pie looked weird.
Give me a second. So that was everything for today. Thanks for watching. As I said, you will be receiving a lot of communications from our side in the coming days, because we need you to go through the token claiming process with Sheikah. We will let you know as soon as it's ready. And yeah, crazy days coming ahead. So bear with us. And we are super excited that we are talking about this, that we are in this stressful situation of having to complete the token generation event in so little time. But yeah, it's good news anyway, because the mainnet is coming on October the 14th, and the tech is ready. And only these last logistics and operations need to be done to do the Genesis block. And yeah, exciting times for all the Witnet community. Thanks for tuning in.